Hi guys, welcome back to Happy, Healthy, and Fit. I'm Natalie Jill, and today I'm talking about how to lose weight fast. Everyone wants to know that. How do I lose it fast? So I'm gonna share 5 tips for this, and I wanna make sure you stay till the very end of the video because I'm gonna share the most important part then that you've got to know. First tip is you've gotta hydrate. Make sure you're hydrating because a lot of us think we've got extra weight on us, but it's actually the water retention because a lot of people are walking around chronically dehydrated. So you may not think you need the water, but trust me on this one. As soon as you start drinking the water, you're gonna end up getting rid of more water that your body's holding on to, and that helps you get that number down, feel better, it changes the measurement. So it's an instant fix. It's kind of like going to the gym and sweating for hours, or if you think of old school wrestlers wearing the rubber stuff and sweating it out, that gets rid of that extra water retention. We're just doing it a lot more healthier by drinking water. Your body knows it's getting it, so it's gonna release the water it's holding on to. That's step number 1. Step number 2 is cut out the processed food. Take it out, get rid of it. When you hear about sodium and all this stuff not being good for us, that's because the processed food contains a lot of it, and the more you're eating that stuff, you're gonna hold on to more water. You're also gonna get more bloated. If you think about processed food, there's chemicals in there, there's lots of sodium, there could be artificial sweeteners, all kinds of artificial junk. All of that is contributing to bloating, more cravings. Big thing, creates more cravings, which makes us eat more. So just by cutting out the processed foods, you're gonna start to see the number go down. For those of you that don't know what processed food is, I do have another video that goes into detail about it, but what you wanna think about is anything in its most natural state that once grew or had a mom, I like to say, that is a real unprocessed food. So think of it that way. Anything that once grew or had a mom, natural state, you can define the ingredients, they're simple like apple, chicken, carrot, you get the picture. Those are unprocessed foods. That's gonna help you get that number down. The third thing is drop the excess sugar and the excess grains. Now, I'm not gonna say go carb-free or get rid of the grains altogether, but when we're eating a lot of grains, we are going to tend to bloat more, and we could also create more cravings. Same with the sugar. The sugar will make us crave more. So just by watching those grains and taking out that sugar, we will naturally eat less, we'll hold on to less, and we'll start to see that number go down. The fourth thing, up the fruits and vegetables. Now, I'm a huge fan of fruits and vegetables for a lot of reasons, but a big one is you're gonna get full a lot quicker on these water-based foods, which is gonna help with the cravings. You're not gonna crave more, you're gonna be full, you're filling up with the good stuff, plus you're getting all this extra fiber, these great nutrients, just healthy for you all the way around. And the more you're adding the good stuff, the less likely you are to reach for the bad stuff. Plus we're getting more water, so we're gonna release water that we're holding on to. That's gonna get rid of a lot of the bloating, helps drop that weight. The 5th thing I'm gonna say is up the proteins and fats. Why? Because those keep us full longer, and they don't create any type of spike in insulin the way a sugary food would or a high starchy food would, so you're not gonna have those cravings that result. So it's actually gonna make you full longer. There was a while ago where the fat-free craze was really big, and what happened was because the fat was taken out, there was a lot more sugar added to the products. So you would just get more cravings and eat more. If you've ever started eating crackers or cookies and you couldn't stop, that might have been why. But when you look at having the proteins or the fats, you will naturally start to eat less. So that's gonna help you drop the weight. Now, what I didn't get into was exercise. And what I wanna explain about that is, yes, exercise of course is important, it's gonna help you drop weight, but to say, how do I drop it fast with exercise? That's not as easy, and let me explain. It takes a deficit of about 3,500 calories to lose a pound of fat. So you have to create a deficit through your diet or through working out of 3,500 calories to lose 1 pound of fat. So to lose fat healthy, when you're first starting out eating clean, you may lose about 5 pounds if you have a lot to lose. But to do it healthy long-term over time, about 2 pounds a week of fat is ideal. That's what's healthy, that's what's possible, doing it the right way. So that is more of a long-term overall solution. But to get that initial weight off fast, those first 5 steps are gonna be your key. Now, if you want help doing this, everything I lined out, without involving the exercise part, please check out my 7-day jumpstart. It goes into a lot more detail about all of this. It'll help you get that weight off fast that first week and get you started to keep it off long term.